Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Apni Janin. On today's show, we are in discussion with iQra International Charity, a humanitarian charity and a charity specializing in disability. And we were talking about their upcoming event, Running Out of Time, featuring a very special guest, Imam Siraj Wahaj. Assalamu alaikum. Asku amra show khorran iQra International Charity loya. Tantan ekta show event hor 1 tarik April impression events venue ar o show loya amra asku discussion khorran. iQra আপনারা জানেন তো তারা disability specializing করে আমরা বাইবুনা কতজন আছেন around the world কত জাতি disability তারা একলা সাপোর্ট করা যায় ওটা লইয়া ইকরা কাম করেন also কত emergency relief হয় রোহিঙ্গা আমরা refugees রা তারা সাপোর্ট করা তারা 21 বছর ধরে সাপোর্ট করা তাসন disability also humanitarian need so আজকে শো আমরা তারা রানছি আনিয়া মাতকতা করমু ও শো লইয়া so my guests today are two representatives of iQra International. First of all, on my right, Tufail Ahmed, who is the administration officer at iQra International, and also on my left, Rafi Chowdhury, who is the digital content creation officer at iQra International. So thank you both for coming on the show.
You're welcome.
Okay, so let's get straight into it, Tufail Bhai. This event that is taking place called Running Out of Time.
That's right.
When is it taking place?
It will take place on Sunday, the 1st of April.
Okay.
It's a bank holiday, so it should be convenient for everyone to attend.
Okay, and where is it taking place?
It will take place at Impressions venue events in Milner Road in
East
West
London?
Ham.
East London?
East London, it is in East London of West Ham.
Okay, sure. And is it a ticket event or is it just, anyone
It's a
can
ticket
come in?
event. And anyone can event as well, but we attend.
Sure.
We can provide the tickets as they attend.
Okay, and so just to start off with, Tufail Bhai, this particular event, why are iQra holding this event?
iQra's an international charity, and we've been working for over 21 years providing charitable work for vulnerable people in the society. And this event is the purpose of this event is to raise awareness of iQra and the valuable work that we've been doing for over 2 decades.
Mashallah.
So the people are aware of it, and it's not just an event, it's a family event.
Okay.
So people can come and enjoy the event, and we have a very special speaker who will give a lecture also. So
Okay.
it's just a family event for everyone to attend.
Sure. Now, Tufail Bhai, iQra, mashallah, they're specializing in an area that a lot of is often neglected and often forgotten in third world countries like Bangladesh.
That's
and
right.
Mashallah, iQra are doing pioneering work in that area. Now, am I right in understanding that in Sylhet, where your children's disability centre is, it's one of a kind and it's catering for young children with disability on a daily basis?
That is correct. We have a hospital that provides the needs of the disability for the vulnerable people who are left behind. Disability, disabled people are actually left behind in Bangladesh. They have no needs. No one provided any supports for them. So we are trying to support the disabled of Bangladesh,
Sure.
especially in Sylhet. That's where we started from.
Okay, excellent. And just talking about disability here, Rafi, alhamdulillah, we live in the UK where there's so much that is done. It's always at the forefront of all of our thinking. Now, sadly in Bangladesh, the feeling sometimes we get is enough isn't being done. Why do you think that is?
It's because I think the facilities is not there for them to use, so that's why they turn to us to aid them, to give the facilities for them. So these sort of charities aid them to do that.
And do you feel, disability is obviously expensive because it requires specialist equipment, specialist experts, professionals, doctors and other kind of professionals who specialize in that area. Do you feel like there's because of those limited resources in expertise, that sometimes trying to provide and cater for that it puts people off because of the resources involved?
Yeah, I think the funding is the main issue in that case. That's why they don't have the funding to actually start the services or build the hospitals or cater the equipment to provide the medical needs that they need.
Sure.
So that's why I think maybe because of that they don't go ahead with the plans.
Okay, and mashallah, iQra to actually step up and say, you know what, we're going to try and address this and we're going to try and support the work that needs to be done despite the cost. I think, it's very admirable that a charity like iQra International have led on that. And, I think that's something very significant for our country. And do you feel like, inshallah, this will help this will help raise awareness about the need to support people with disability?
Yeah, in order to start anything, you need like initiative. So if we start the cause, then other people will look into it, and then they would say that let's help with the needs and try to help make another organization and then try to fund them as well.
Sure. Okay, great. By just once again carrying on the issue of disability, it feels like, sometimes traditionally speaking and historically, it's almost like been a taboo subject in Bangladesh. And from my limited knowledge, my understanding is that there are a lot of families who, if they have a disabled child in Bangladesh, they'll almost hide them away. It's almost like, it's shameful in some regards, which is really, really sad.
It is. It's very, very sad. I mean, that's why I just said earlier, the disabled people gets left behind completely. They have no support. Even a family, as you said, it's like a taboo or a shameful, they get locked away or something. But this is why we are here, to provide the needs of these people. Because there isn't a need there isn't anything that provide these needs for the disabled people. So that's why we at iQra are providing these supports and helping them. And we are establishing these hospital, so that we can provide the needs of these disabled people.
Sure. And obviously we've got a Bengali audience, so the questions we will be asking in Bengali, I'll leave it to you to answer them in English or Bengali, whatever you feel like. But আমার কাছে লাগে আমরা কত মানুষ আছেন ভাই বোন যারা ডিসেবিলিটি আছে বাংলাদেশও আর কতবেলা কষ্টর দায় ধরে লোক আপনারা সিলেটও করছেন সেন্টার মাশাআল্লাহ বাট আগে আমার আন্ডারস্ট্যান্ডিং থাকে ঢাকার মাঝে ফ্যাসিলিটি আছে বা মানুষ এবলা সিলেট থেকে ঢাকাত যাইতো বহুত পয়সা লাগে সো আলহামদুলিল্লাহ ইকরায় খরিয়া তা এবলা মানুষ নানি বেশি ট্রাভেল করা লাগেন না আর মানে তারার অবাইদি তারা বাকা বাসিদার পয়সা
Poor people can't afford to go to Dhaka. They need finance. They don't have that finance. They can't even afford to go to local hospital to actually get a medical help. They don't have that. So we at iQra providing that need, because they don't have enough finance to get the medicine. So we are doing that for them. So that's why we are there. We are doing these events to raise awareness, to raise funds so that we can provide help for the vulnerable, the needy of the society.
Okay. And also, Rafi, কত মানুষ আছেন না even ঢাকার মাঝে তারার সাপোর্ট লাগে তারা মানে ফ্যামিলি মেম্বার্স কি বান ডিসেবিলিটি আছে সো তারা চাইলে আইতা পারবে না ইকরার ডিসেবলড চিলড্রেন হসপিটাল সিলেটও
Yes, they can come to this. So if I think we're trying to build like a hospital over there as well, so that they can go there instead of like traveling all the way to Silet.
এই হসপিটাল সবাই লাগে সবাই যে কোনো লাগে আসতে পারবে
ওকে এক্সেলেন্ট এন্ড সো আমরা বলা ইন টার্মস অফ আজকু আইসি আমরা ও ইভেন্টের কথা মাথার দেয় এই ইভেন্টটা আপনি কইছেন আমরা ইকরার ওয়ার্কস একটা ওটার প্রমোট করবার দেয় সো আপনি হোক আমরা কত মানুষ আছেন গৌরবে কিবা চিন্তা করা কত ইভেন্ট হয় আস্তা বছরের মাঝে এই ইভেন্ট কিতা হইব এই ইভেন্ট যেটা মানে মানুষের অ্যাট্রাক্ট করব
আমি প্রথমে বলেছি যে একটা ফ্যামিলি ইভেন্ট এটা খালি fundraiser না, এটা family event where আমরা entertainment আছে, we have a prominent lecturer to give a prominent talk on very issues that affects us, such as running out of time. That's what the title of our event is, running out of time. It affects everyone. This is what we are doing. It's a family event, so family come and enjoy. It's like a day out. It's not just a fundraiser, it's a day out basically.
Okay, so Rafi, Manushaiba lecture takbo আর কি তা থাকবো এই ইভেন্টে
there's going to be stores iQra is going to be holding some stores there. There is going to be collections as well, plus there's going to be a cake store.
I think you'll get a lot of people coming now. Okay, cake store, excellent. আর কি তা আছে আর mancho obviously এই ইভেন্ট লম্বইবো mancho তো এন্ডে বুক লাগবো কিছু মানে বুক ফ্যাসিলিটেট করবা দেয় আছে নি তাকবো নি
Yeah, there's going to be 3-course meal.
3-course meal, mashallah.
catered by top catering.
Top caterers, yeah? No stomach issues afterwards, inshallah, yeah?
No.
Okay, great.
No, we went for the best.
We went for the
will provide a very nice 3-course meal.
Okay. And iQra don't compromise on quality from what I hear.
No, we don't compromise on quality. It will be top quality food.
Excellent. And Tufal, by running out of time, Mani, Shumoy Bengali, I guess translation is Shumoy Khomizar, running out of time. So, ikta apnara e title khane choose kulla.
See, we all have a limited time in this life, and it's a blessed life, and we want to do things to benefit, our hereafter. And as we know, everyone's running out of time. This is what we're doing. We want to do all we can within the time that's allocated to us. So our time is running out, so we are promoting this, and the title of it is to say, look, time is running out, please help. And, we don't know when we're going to die or what's going to happen. And please, do what you can now.
And what about, am I right in also understanding that event title also running out of time? Sometimes amra khoto blessings Allah this one. Sometimes amra we don't appreciate, and sometimes shomoy ge Allah bade buzi ya subhanallah amra the local iQra international afnara humanitarian relief, emergency relief, disability support. Afnara you're helping people who have challenges in their life, but sometimes manchur alhamdulillah it test this and they've got free time but they don't utilize it. Is that also involved in the title?
Everyone, we're all busy with our own lives and are trying to achieve this and achieve that, but we don't actually look at the main important things in life is helping in someone in need. Okay, I mean when a time comes, we think that's it. Oops. Time run out. Sure. I haven't done this, I haven't done that, but we're just making people aware that yes, look, time is running out, so please help.
Okay, and Rafi, also tomorrow, similar question. This kind of whole notion of appreciation and gratitude, because alhamdulillah iQra, highlight and promote the fact that we need to support those with disability, those in need. Do you think Amra, because of our busy lifestyle here in the UK, we sometimes don't realise that, the blessings that we have in life, the fact that we can walk, we can talk, we've got food, to me, what do you think? Is that also part of the title to understand the importance of that?
Yeah, so we are blessed that we have a lot of abilities that Allah has given us. So if we don't know, if we don't see the people in poorer countries like Bangladesh and that, we can't appreciate the blessings that we have. So just by having that as a title, running out of time, you can say that we're running out of time of giving our gratitude to Allah, saying that thank you for all our blessings that we have in this earth, and also with our day-to-day activities. If we didn't have one or two of the blessings that we have, it would cause a lot of problems. But people in back home, they are actually suffering that we are not aware of. So by using this is mean to letting the public know about what they're going through and how we can help.
Okay, we've got a small little clip, Ebla, just to show you. One of the prominent speakers at the event is Imam Siraj Wahhab, the legend that is Imam Siraj Wahhab. So we're going to watch a short video and then we'll come back and we'll carry on with the discussion.
Allahu. While you're in the bed sleeping at night, it's a blessing. Sleep is a blessing. You're tired and you sleep, and some people don't want to get up, but as a Muslim you have to get up even though you're tired. You have to get up before the sun rises. You have to get your children up. They have to get up. Allah said in Quran, La tamutunna illa wa antum muslimun. Don't die. Don't die. Do not die except as a Muslim. Don't die. And the Prophet said, Innamal ahmalu bil khawatim. Your deeds shall be judged by your last deeds. Don't tell me that you got in a race and you run in and you ahead of everybody. Don't tell me until you come to the finish line. So the whole idea with Shaitan, the devil, is to make the people ungrateful to Allah. And that's why all these people, they're ungrateful for all that Allah has given to them. And they turn their backs on Allah. The Prophet, peace and blessing be upon him, had so much respect for the Injil and the Torah, he gave advice to his followers. He said, "La tusaddiqu ahli kitab wa la tukadhibuhum, walakin qulu amana billah." Don't verify what the people of the book say, but don't deny it. Allahumma la aisha illa aishul akhirah, the Prophet said. There is no life except the life of the hereafter. What is this life? Getting caught up with this dunya. What can they offer you? The key is have your faith in Allah and what He's going to give you.
So mashallah, that was a short presentation on some of the inspiring lectures that Imam Siraj has given over the years. After a short presentation there, so Imam Siraj Wahaj, the iQra International event Aiba, inshallah yahtarik, tan mani past lectures taki to a compilation, tan kila matkhota khoroin, kila presentation khoroin. Tufel by obviously ktadekia subhanallah, you know, it just once again re-emphasizes the importance of gratitude. And subhanallah, you know, iQra, we've spoken about it. iQra International Hospital disability atta faroinna boita faroinna matta faroinna subhanallah. And I think once again it is to promote this, and this is what the event's about, right?
This is what the event's all about, and this is what we're promoting, you know. And it will be a fantastic event, and you know, I'm hoping everyone will show up, and not just to watch Imam Siraj Wahaj, but also get involved with iQra's work.
Okay, thank you. And Rafi, tell me, you know, Imam Siraj Wahaj, mashallah, you know, he's an international sheikh from America. You're mashallah quite young, Rafi. You know, what's been your experience of Imam Siraj Wahaj? Would I be right in thinking that the younger generation, আমরা young ভাই বোনাইন, তারা ইমাম সিরাজ রেজান বানিয়ে, because তাই তো ধরলো 10 বছর 20 বছর আগে আইসলা UK এগুলো আওয়াজ করেন বাট হিলা আইন না, so তোমার এক্সপেরিয়েন্স কি তান মানে influence?
To me it was before I didn't know the Sheikh well, so I was watching a couple of his YouTube videos and kind of got me into it, listening to more of them. So, and what I saw through those videos is that the way he interacts with the youth, he doesn't look like he's just only giving, like when you go to a normal lecture, he's always giving, like a person's always talking, you just listen. He actually gets you involved, so that you're taking part in the actual discussion and the topics that he's covering, so you feel like you're part of like a movement, so you're actually talking with him and giving your opinion as well. So it's not just one-sided, it's all like he interacts with the youth more, so he kind of like goes well with the youth.
Sure. So, you know, the youth watching at home, আমরা young ভাই বোনেন যে এই প্রোগ্রাম দেখরা, তারা তোমার মেসেজ কিটা থাকবো, মানে খেনে তারা ইমাম সিরাজরে দেখতা?
I would say that if they do come and watch his like talk and his lecture, they would like it. So first of all, they need to come to actually experience that. So I would say on this Sunday, inshallah, come to this event.
Yeah? And they'll take a lot from it. Okay. And Tufel by, you know, mashallah, being the senior of the two guests, Afnar, what kind of influence has Imam Siraj had on you growing up?
He is an inspiration. I mean, I've been watching him for over 20 years, and he's a very, very prominent speaker. I mean, when you actually listen to his lectures, it actually captivates you. It inspires you. The mannerism, the way he talks, it's very, very captivating. And he's very knowledgeable lecturer. He's amongst one of the great lecturers.
And do you think, you know, Rafi, he mentioned this, the young generation, you know, he works very closely in his homeland, you know, from my understanding, with the youth. And do you feel as though, you know, sometimes bringing that kind of cultural experience and working with the community in the US, you know, can also be transferred here, and it can really inspire younger generation to do more and be grateful for the time that they have?
Most definitely. He, as I said, he is inspirational, not just to our generation, but also to the younger generation. I mean, as I said, the way he speaks, the mannerism, and the passion that he has about the Islam and the knowledge that he propagates is inspirational, not just to young, but also, you know, for every whole of Muslim community.
And Rafi, in terms of just a bit of background, because there might be people who are watching this, you know, khot audience asen gora dekhrak ban khira Imam Siraj hunchina nam, so tan khota tura background tura khoile mani help hoibo, tan mani America kun part, where is he from?
He's from Brooklyn.
Okay.
And he's an imam of the mosque.
He's a mosque of in Brooklyn, Taqwa Mosque. I mean, he actually established that mosque in Brooklyn, and he leads the Friday prayers. I mean, and people just flock to see him, to go to Friday Jummah to see him.
Mashallah. And from my research on him, mashallah, he's worked with a lot of prominent figures over the years. And I think there's one particular historical figure that he's worked very closely with. You look worried, Rafi. I'm sure you know who it is.
Is Malcolm X.
Malcolm X,
yeah,
mashallah.
Worked with him.
Okay.
So.
And so do you feel as though, for someone like yourself growing up, you've heard of Malcolm X and the influence he had and the impact he had in a short period of time. What kind of I think it would be. I think naturally you'd have an effect on your character if you're around someone like Malcolm X, right? And I'm sure the Sheikh, presents that in his speech and in his lectures.
So if you're actually like working around with a prominent figure like Malcolm X, then you do get some bits of like he's a bit like characteristics and stuff like that for him. So if they know Malcolm X, so it's like similar to him. So they would enjoy.
Mashallah.
Yeah, he's a great orator. I mean, Malcolm X was also a great orator. So he, Imam Siraj Wahhaj was also influenced by that sort of great orating skills.
I just find it fascinating, Tufail Bhai, that to be able to meet a sheikh who's mashallah been in the presence of someone like Malcolm X. Such a historical figure. What he stood for: justice, equality. Challenging anything that wasn't right. Stuff like it. It's almost like the same narrative, same ambitions that iQra have. That iQra International, they strive for justice, for equality, for helping, the needy, those
the needy of the society. That's
are in need of support.
That's right. Yes, this is what Siraj Wahhaj also propagates. Is to help the people who require help. That's why he's there. That's why he established mosques, and he does a lot of drugs work over in Brooklyn as well to help a lot of young people get enough drugs. He's been doing that for quite many years.
And I think it's very credible, mashallah. Amra community maze, alhamdulillah, slowly amra imam shuyukh tara blagya mani drug related problems or discussion khorra matota khorra. Amra imam Siraj Wahhaj mashallah tain 20 বছর ধরে drugs, crimes, family problems otalu yatan community loge সাহায্য khorra.
জি অনেক বড় দুই সাহায্য khorra. Abu khorra. And I think you will go on doing it till
And do you think, Amrar, our local shuyukh here in the UK, do you feel as though they could benefit a lot from someone like him?
Most definitely they will benefit because he's an influential speaker and the works he's done it's very commendable, and they can be influenced by that and inspired by his work. So he'll be an example for our local imams and people who are doing all the good works. He will be a very, very great example.
Sure. And Rafi, do you feel as though, if we here in the UK and we try and strive towards, mashallah, these inspirational figures like Imam Siraj, mashallah, do you feel as though, if we had more shuyukhs like him here in the UK who are, open and will challenge some of the kind of social ills that we have in our community, like drugs abuse, substance misuse, like, for example, challenges to do with, say, housing situations, challenges to do with poverty, with education, all of these things that we have in our community. Do you feel as though if we had more shuyukhs like that, someone who represents the youth, the community, that side of our community, do you feel as though those, we would benefit immensely and young people would be much more engaged with institutions like masjids if we had our scholars speaking about these things more often?
Of course we would have something like that, because if the shuyukh goes in and speaks like the way the youth fits in with the youth and delivers his lectures that fit criteria around the youth, then obviously the main thing is for the youth to benefit. So if he knows his ins and outs about the problems and that, so when he delivers it, the youth can actually benefit from this.
Excellent. আমরা বলা থোড়া শর্ট ব্রেকর দায় যাইমুগি আপনারা ব্রেক বাদে যদি টেলিফোন করিয়া এই ডিসকাশন এঙ্গেজ হইতা চাইন আপনারা ইনভলভ হইতা চাইন শরিক হইতা চাইন প্লিজ ঘুরাইবা নাম্বার স্ক্রিন আছে we're going to go for a short break. After the break we'll take some phone calls, so please if you'd like to get involved with the discussion, give us a call and speak to us in the studio.